Alright, what is up guys? It's been a while. Today I'm going to show you how to clean Recaro seats. Now this is for the suede Recaros. Recently, about a week or two ago, I had obtained 2 Recaro seats for my RSX. Dirty. Now this one I just went through and actually cleaned right now. May not look like much because it's still wet, but once it dries it should be clean. Now I'm going to work on this one and I'm going to show you what I did. So for starters, I went out and bought some soap or detergent. Woolite is the one that's most recommended from what I was able to find. You're going to need a bucket with water, a spray bottle to mix woolite and water, and you're going to want a rag, preferably microfiber so it doesn't mess up with the suede, or it doesn't mess the suede up. Now, you have the option of using a vacuum to clean it off first, which I would probably recommend if they're pretty dirty. However, mine aren't actually that dirty and I already vacuumed it. And for the method of cleaning, I'm not going to be using the vacuum like after I wet it and stuff to suck it up, even though that would be probably better, but I'm just not going to do that. So I'll show you the next steps I did to clean the seats. First, you're going to want to get your woolite and then put some of it in a spray bottle and then fill the rest up with water. So that way you at least have something to spray it on to the seats, of course. Now once you've done that and you got your solution mixed, which I already went ahead and did, so you can, well, probably can't tell, it's a little bit blue, but when you spray it on, you're just going to want to rub it in and possibly let it sit for a bit. I'm gonna spray the top half of the chair first and then rub it in by hand before I go in with the rag. Then I'm gonna wipe it off and then dip the rag in the water and then rinse out the rag so it's not soaking full of water, and go over again and scrub it, but with the rag. I'm not gonna use no brushes because I do not want to use anything that's too rough on these chairs, just for the sake of the suede. It's not something you really want to mess with. Kind of hard to tell from the spray bottle, but it actually is spraying quite a bit. I'm just going to spray the entire thing down, middle and all. I don't want to soak it too much, but I still want it decently exposed. And as I mentioned, I'm just going to rub it in by hand, just so it could get into the fabric at first. Now on this chair, I noticed there are dark spots, but I can't really tell if that's just worn suede or if that's just oil. I'm not so sure, but I guess towards the end I'll be able to tell a little bit more if it comes out or not. But still, in the meantime, just rubbing it all in the chair. And I'm gonna go over with the rag to get it in there just a bit better. What I should probably mention too is the water is clear right now, and as you do multiple passes you'll notice the water slowly starting to get more darker and darker the more material or the more dirt and grime that comes out of the seats. So I got my rag after I went over it, stick it in there, I'm gonna rinse it out. Then I'm going to probably spray it again after I go over again the seats. And I'm going to continue that process, and then I'll show you in a bit how the water starts looking. Alright, it might be kind of hard to tell, but I've done a few passes on the top. The water itself actually isn't too bad, so it's a little murky, but not too bad. I'm sure more once I start on the bottom cushion, that for sure it's going to start getting more darker. Now, most likely, I'm just still going to replace this water because I don't want to be putting the same water to clean this rag back in the bottom seat. So I'm going to do that. Afterwards, I'm going to scrub the seat down and I will show more of the results after, once I'm done doing that. Alright, so I just got through doing the bottom part. I'm going to do the back of the seat, but I probably won't film that part. However, right now, I don't know if the light does any justice, but as you can tell, that water is pretty filthy, so stuff is coming out from the seats. Now, my seats aren't perfect from the start, Either way, most of these JDM seats that you get imported overseas aren't. However, for the most part, they are pretty clean. Just flipping it back real quick so you can see. I did clean the seat previously a little bit while it was in the car, but not much. There's still like black stains and so, but I do hope more of it gets cleaned out, so I'm just gonna spray it and clean it and see how it comes out. And afterwards let it dry up, and then I'll show the final results. Alright, so I just finished. Now I'm gonna... Shoot, sorry. It's kind of hard to tell. Like I said, this lighting doesn't seem to be doing any justice, but honestly, the seats do look pretty good. I'm gonna set them out here for a while, but I'm also gonna be cleaning the car. It's not like I'm leaving them alone. I might move them more in the shade because I do not like it being in the sun. But once they're dry, then I'll stick them back in the car and leave it like that. So before I end the video, I'll show a final clip of how the seats look once they're dry. So fast forward, they're already dried up and they look pretty nice right now. So I might have kept this video kind of short and I might have cut out stuff, but if there's anything else that you guys would like to add, maybe steps that I should have taken, or maybe there's a better way of cleaning it, let me know in the comments below. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.